Today we are at the Durán Sanatorium. Basically, this is actually a hospital. There are many areas to this hospital, and this is basically something called a mirador. Basically, what that means is that it's like a lookout spot. I'm not quite sure what it was used for, possibly security to look on the property, but that is what we were told. As you can see here, I am doing a very good job of watching the whole perimeter and keeping it safe. Next, we're going to go into the main building, which is where the staff and the patients would be depending on what area you were in. Originally, the sanatorium was created to house and treat patients that suffered from tuberculosis. The doctor that founded the sanatorium was Dr. Carlos Durán Carten, who was interested in learning how to cure tuberculosis as his daughter was ill from it. When it opened in 1918, it was able to house about 300 patients. Like many ancient buildings where the people who lived there suffered some kind of physical suffering and passed away, there are various urban legends about paranormal activity in these buildings. Dr. Durán studied all over the world, including with specialists in the United States and Europe, where he found what was considered the best treatments for tuberculosis. It was believed to be a mix of fresh air, sunlight, lots of rest, and a balanced diet. These things were believed to strengthen the body and thus control the infection of tuberculosis. As you can see, this is one of the reasons they chose this location, was because of it being a bit remote, which was good for the disease as it was highly contagious, as well as this area having high altitude with prevailing winds, good temperature with lots of hours of sunshine and drinkable water. It was considered the best place to open a center for tuberculosis treatment. As you can see here, everything is very isolated, which was perfect for this disease. As I mentioned, it was highly contagious. As you can see, there are many different areas and hallways as the medical staff and patients had to follow a very strict regimen, similar to American and European hospitals, to make sure to decrease the possibility of spreading the illness.
There's something here. Sí.
Ah, es por qué.
Sí.
Es por qué.
Mucho. Allá.
With the advances in medicine and discovery of pharmaceutical treatments, the deaths from tuberculosis began to decrease, which in theory is a good thing, but with this being the case, and tuberculosis ceasing to be an issue in Costa Rica, as well as high operating and maintenance costs, the sanatorium went into decline in the 1950s and closed its doors around 1963.
Mucho. Allá. Aquí.
Due to its historical and architectural achievements, it is highly visited by tourists even though it is in an advanced state of decay and was declared a National Heritage Landmark in 2014.
No, esto abajo. Creo que esto era. ¿Entiendes?
There are some closed areas that are considered off limits due to it being unsafe, as it was built in the earlier days of the structure, around 1915 to 1920s, and is made of wood and would be hard to restore.
Pronto. Está lo mismo. Hay muchos amigos. Muchos. Gente más certeco. Mucho. ¿No está? ¿No está?
No.
Hay muchos amigos. Muchos. Gente más certeco. Mucho.
There was one of the entrance gates that was right near us, but we looked over and there was no one, so we don't know why it was spinning. In 2019, the kitchen and dining areas were restored in the sanatorium and have been turned into La Cafeteria, which provides food sales and a dining area. And now the owner has decided to add some cows that you can pet.
¿Qué no quieres? Creo que gorda.
Overall, it was an incredible experience, and I definitely recommend going to see the national landmark, which is the Sanatorium Durán.
Okay.